follows an extract from my book Letters from the Broom Cupboard, available from Amazon. Dear reader, it's an endemic part of human nature to want to conform, to fit in and be seen to belong. I know that it's common for us all to assert our uniqueness and individuality, but at the end of the day we inevitably succumb to some sort of uniform. Bikers join groups and adopt the badge and regalia. Cyclists kit themselves out in the lycra paraphernalia, even if they're only cycling half a mile downhill. I remember the scientists at university decorating their lab coats with paintings and embroideries of their chosen field of study. A huge muscle-bound bloke who wore a lab coat painted over with purple butterflies was a particularly memorable example of conforming to the current vogue. Musicians are no exception. I have a horror of what I term the treble clef brigade. Some of the most sensible and mature pupils are often the most susceptible. After only 1 or 2 lessons, the signs begin to show. Their solitary music book will begin to be transported to lessons in a Velcro-fastened carry case of alarming primary colours, emblazoned with treble clefs and inaccurately drawn crotchets and quavers. The ladies will adopt an unusual fashion sense and wear musical earrings large enough to give you a black eye, and innumerable floaty scarves with notation, again inaccurately drawn, scattered amid a floral background. I've developed an inverted scale of psychoanalysis based upon the number of music-related accessories adopted. This hypothesis has been tested over a lengthy trial period and with a wide range of unbiased, i.e. ignorant, subjects. At choir, it is my theory that the newest and most inexperienced members carry their music, which they can't yet properly read, in the most highly musically decorated cases. As such, I feel it necessary to take my own music in a supermarket carrier bag. If I'm honest, it's because I never feel that I've earned the right to use the treble clef regalia until I've proved my worth and ability sufficiently. I'm not sure of the degree of professionalism required until I've earned my stripes. Of course, I'm making sweeping generalisations, but I'm convinced that the theory is sound. The best example I ever heard of was a bass player who had a treble clef tattooed on his forearm. Just think about that for a moment. He's a bass player. No doubt he'll live to regret that tattoo. I guess it's a phase we all go through, and once the novelty is worn off, the balance will settle to normal proportions. Nevertheless, I advise you to wait a while before you choose a musical tattoo. I'd like to pretend that I'm impervious to the lure, but it can't be denied that I've conformed to club mentality. However, instead of wearing the regalia myself, I've directed the addiction towards household furniture. I have an incurable inclination to rip up old music scores and use them to upcycle and distress old furniture. In my defence, I don't only use music, but I rip up old dictionaries as well. Tacky MDF bookcases and CD towers have all been subjected to the same treatment to render them shabby chic, and are now adorned with marked copies of Handel's Messiah. Annotations such as "Breathe Now," "Boys Only," and "Sit" show directions from bygone performances on the shelving. Whether it's bumper stickers, denim waistcoats and rucksacks covered with badges, or musical accessories, it's something that we all dabble in at one time or another. My heart bleeds when I see a young schoolgirl with musical hair clips, and I feel her innate insecurity. I just nod my head wisely and keep my mouth shut. She'll grow out of it. Gratefully yours. For the full collection of Letters from the Broom Cupboard, available from Amazon in paperback or as an ebook, follow the links in the cards in the description box or find details on my website at sharonbill.com. Thanks for listening.